All right, so here's my take on self-care as a caregiver. And fair warning, might sound a bit harsh, and I might offend some people. I'll apologize for that right now. But when I hear somebody say, but Mike, you have to take care of yourself. Or, it's just like in the airplane. You have to put your oxygen mask on first if you're going to help someone. Or, you can't pour from an empty cup. When I hear all those things, I just do a big eye roll, and it kind of drives me crazy. It's not because they're wrong, but it just feels so out of touch. It's just tone deaf. It can't be, self-care is not reduced to a slogan or a catchy phrase. Self-care is about survival for me and for the person I'm caring for. Because, of course, I have to take care of myself, right? I know that. Everybody knows that. But why don't people do it? That is the key. That's the kicker. It's not an either or. It's not a luxury. It's not something that's so simple that you can just do it anytime you want. See, I think self-care is oversimplified. It's not, people reduce it to spa days or hot yoga classes. And by the way, I do both of those. It's way more than that. You see, real self-care for caregivers isn't about escape. It's not getting away from someone or something. It's about capacity. It's about doing what you can to keep showing up as your best because someone else is relying on you. You've probably heard people say, self-care isn't selfish, and it's not. What is selfish is running yourself into the ground, then to the point where you snap at the person that you're caring for, or you forget the meds, or you just start resenting everything that you're doing. That's the selfish part. You see, that's the real risk, because when you're not okay, that affects everyone. That affects you, and that affects the well-being and the emotional safety of the person you're caring for. So real care, what does it look like? Well, it might look like saying no to some commitment. It might mean asking someone to come over for an hour so you can go do the thing that you need to do. It might mean not skipping that meal and actually eating a nourishing lunch today. It might mean getting sleep, not perfect sleep, but at least some sleep, and not forgoing that. It might mean even scheduling that doctor's appointment that you keep putting off. You can't do that. No way. It might mean choosing a system that reduces your mental load, to get everything out of your head. And that's our pink book. That is a game changer. None of that is flashy. It's not glamorous. But you know what? It's sustainable. And that's what you need it to be. So here's what's helped me the most. I stopped looking at self-care as something that I owe myself. I look at self-care as something I owe to Ben. Because if I show up and I'm rested and I'm feeling good, then I can make better decisions. I can be there when he needs me. I can be more present. I can be more loving. And what that looks like for me is going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. I have to find the time to do that, because when I exercise and when I do that, I just feel so much better. And that allows me to provide better care for Ben. That's the version of me I want Ben to see. I don't want him to see where I'm just so stressed out and have nothing left to give. So that's the thing. Not taking care of yourself is actually the most selfish thing you can do, because it robs you of the person you are, and it robs the person you're caring for of the care that they could be receiving. Self-care isn't about indulgence. It's about responsibility. It's about love. You don't have to pour from a full cup. You can pour from a half full cup. You just don't want that cup to run dry. So if any of this is resonating with you, just leave the comments below. Even if I've ticked you off, I want to hear from you. I want to have a discussion about this because it's so, so important. And don't forget to hit subscribe and to like this video so that we can do more for caregivers around.